should be starting. Alright. I'm gonna be checking the audio for a second before I keep playing. Yeah, they're good. It should be fine. Oh, I haven't decided on the minions to summon yet. Yeah, I'll probably go with the Voidwalk just to play safe. Alright, so I haven't played in a couple weeks. I got a cold or something. I don't even know what I ended up getting. I didn't feel that bad. Still got a cough, just to warn you guys now. My head was killing me for the last couple weeks. Oh! Showing it to me like this. Don't tell me I can't. Alright, I'm gonna have to figure that out at some point. Chat. So what I was trying to say though is my head and my ear, well specifically right ear, has been killing me for the last couple of weeks. Slowly, I don't know why I held on, why I was sick for so long. It's definitely out of the ordinary. I was expecting to only be sick for a few days, but would be 2 weeks. Just weird. But yeah, probably should have still waited to start playing recording again, but wanted to get back to streaming this character. So before I keep playing, actually that's who I need to go after. I'm gonna say it now. What I'm here in Swamp of Sorrows for is to do this quest for Desolace, getting the Draenith's Shard from Uthek. Oh, not for yeah, it is for Uthek. It's from Ongeku. But might as well fight him actually. There's no point right not. What I'm trying to say though is I'm not gonna be talking too much on this stream just so I'm not constantly having my coughing fits right now. But the reason why I hadn't played sooner was because I actually had tried to play. I was testing it out, seeing how I was gonna feel playing about like a week ago, a little less than a week ago, maybe like 5 days ago. But after playing for like 15-20 minutes, I kind of lost hearing in my right ear. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to be completely fine today. I haven't tested it anymore, really, but I kept having blocks I kept getting blocks with my ear that was really muffling it. and when I was trying to play, it just made it so much worse. So I did not want to really chance it. Whatever it would have been was temporary anyways, but yeah, this is why I'm gonna try not to talk too much. But I just want to say what I need to say, and then like I can talk as the stream goes on. Yeah, originally I had actually done this. I think Arisandra I tried to set up about a week ago, and I started feeling a little bit better. But because other than my ear and the coughing I have now, I had a sore throat. My nose was constantly runny. It just was, and I just felt a little crappy. I kept working, which is probably why I kept being sick, and I was in the freezer a lot. But fuck. But I wanted to play this character. I've been in the mood for the character. I can probably play with my headset on now, so yeah. Sorry. I need to keep talking to a minimum. I already said what I need to say about the whole being sick last couple of weeks thing, more or less, even if it didn't make complete sense. For this video, I'm primarily just going to be in Desolace. Depending... Sorry, again. Depending on my... Actually, what am I doing? Hang on. Where do I have my hearth set to? Hearth. Booty Bay? I mean... Yeah. Yeah, I probably should do this one. Yeah, it does mean I wasted my Felstone. I should not have done that yet. Oh well. The idea for this video, or stream rather, is I'm gonna primarily do the daily quests in Desolace. I'm gonna be doing Ongeku like I just did. Mana Rock, Demonic Sigil for Dust Swallow. But I think starting in the next, well, either the next stream or the stream after, I'm gonna be. It's not here right now anyways. I'm gonna be going to Gilneas, at least for a couple levels, maybe. It's not set in stone though, because one thing I am gonna do, because I found out when I was moving this character that Stormwrath Descent is actually something my character can do. I thought I was out leveled when I was reading the leveled list before, so I didn't think this was an option. Like, I still can't go through Baylor, and I'm gonna have to do that on a different character, but I can do Stormwrath, and I'm probably going to. Not necessarily today, or well, definitely not today. Not necessarily the next couple days, but at some point soon I will probably record it, just because I don't know how long of a wait it's gonna be, rather than just streaming from the get-go. But I'm gonna do Stormwrath Descent. And that might bring me to 45, and if that does happen, I'm probably gonna head to the Blast Lands, do some of the questing there. Yeah, so this is more gonna be a warm-up for me for this character, since I haven't played her in a while. I played Saverick a while back. Obviously I haven't played him in a bit either, but so there's similarities, of course, but Arisandra is quite a bit more leveled than he is, so there's more abilities I have to remember. When I hopped on for the short time to move my character to Swamp of Sorrows, I was messing with my abilities because the other add-on I had originally used wasn't a thing I had anymore, so I had to reorganize it. More or less, this is just gonna be my main lineup from when I'm leveling. Just primarily gonna be on this one. Sometimes going to the second bar. I'm gonna base original. I'm trying to remember which one's each, but I have stones. Stones and ritual, just for the miscellaneous stuff to set up the beginning of the video or stream kind of thing. That way they don't have to take up slots. Fuck, my ear is starting to bother me. Maybe I won't be able to play as much today. I really don't know why I've been sick so long. I'm never sick this long, except for when I had COVID. And this is definitely not the same thing. I don't feel that shitty. Pretty much just like my ear and my throat. But what was it? Before I do the dungeon though, I'm gonna set up a action bar profile specifically for dungeons. Sorry. Again, I really do need to keep this to a minimum. Sorry. I pretty much said what I'm gonna say. It's gonna be boring in the next 10-15 minutes while I make my way back to Desolace, but hope everyone's okay with that. I should have thought about this a little bit more the other day, but I just wanted to play this character. I just want to do what I want to do to get my warm up done, then do Storm Rot sometime soon. Just since it's until 44, next level is best to do it. I may also go back to Hanakar since I originally I was trying to step away from him so I can let him get rested experience so he can level up a little bit quicker. And so I could play other characters in the meanwhile, but I happened to get sick right after I last played him, more or less. So, yeah, didn't exactly work out the way I wanted. Didn't play much of anything last couple weeks. In fact, I didn't really play anything because I can't. Anything I'd play, I prefer playing with a headset. It was out of the question, more or less. So. So recording anything was also out of the question, even if because like World of Warcraft is something I would play without a headset if I wasn't recording. But no, I'm not doing any I don't have any characters that I'm playing on my own or anything. I'm not going to do that going forward, anyways. Okay, taking it off my right ear. I'm sorry. This is going to be a shorter stream than I was hoping it was going to be. It's probably only going to be a couple hours. I'll work later, but I have about 3.5 hours before I was going to be leaving, well, getting ready to leave, and a little more than that before actually leaving. Also, one of my... Yeah. I'm actually going to take my headset off while I'm traveling so I can at least get my ears a break from that. It's really unfortunate I haven't been able to play much the last couple of weeks. I really should probably have called out or whatever, giving myself more time to rest. Yesterday was my day off, but I also had to get stuff done still, so I couldn't really sleep in a whole lot. Like I said, I feel well enough, physically to work and do stuff. And honestly, I feel like being in my room is the worst part. I'm not sure if it's something out in the woods right now, if it's just really bad allergies. I've never had allergies before. But something sets me off here for some reason. Could be allergies, could be these damn bugs that are in my room. But there's actually, oh no, there's one right now. I keep getting rid of them soon after they get in here, so I don't think that's it, but it could be, I guess. So I feel better when I'm moving around, doing stuff, sitting down, or just not even just sitting down, just being in my room, being home has made it worse. Oh, where am I going? I need the freaking Wyvern flight master.
Time is money, friend. Glad I could help. Yo!
Wait. Oh, I wish I knew that. When I remember specifically going to Telrendis Point so I could go to Desolace. I didn't think I could go to Desolace from Theramore. Huh. Oh, if I knew that, I would have gone to that one first. Doesn't matter though. Let's click on it before I click on the wrong one by accident. But yeah. Just to talk about, obviously I already mentioned the action bar add-on that I use for all my characters. That's in my description now, or been in my description since someone asked me about it. But the I also have the LevelRange add-on too, so I can see what each one is. Ishara is also something I'm going to be doing from after 45, but I'm not sure how much they added to it, so... But I have another quest for finding Oxidor that I got while I was in Swamp of Sorrows. I've always said try not to talk too much, but here I am talking. I know it's a given with a stream or recording, but I don't know. Maybe this was a bad idea, but I want to play it for a little bit at least. I've been kind of bored. Not having much that I'm wanting to watch right now. Medicine hasn't helped me at all either, so that's why I think it's allergies. I'm not sure if most of the medicine is supposed to help with allergies, I don't know. I was thinking it was a cold or something, but I don't know. It's just weird, I've had it so long, that's what gets me. The only thing that I've really taken that's been helpful is ibuprofen, just to get rid of any kind of headache. Usually the morning is the worst time for me, which is why I just try to like push through it. But right now I'm getting a lot of nights, so if I want to play, it's gonna be during the morning. Maybe if I go for a walk or something. Maybe I should start doing that. I was already planning on doing that once I started feeling better, but maybe doing that will actually help me feel better. I don't know. But being outside is what is giving me the allergy. Is what's I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is I only get sick like once a year, kind of thing. And I'm usually only sick for a few days, outside of when I had COVID. This is very, very out of the ordinary for me.
I am honored. Farewell.
Before I look for that sigil, I am gonna run to the the Centaur camp down here, Gelkis village. Sorry. Make sure there's no quests to pick up. That's for over here. I don't think there is anymore, at least, but I want to make sure. But otherwise, I'll run back here to do that quest in a bit. Show me you are a friend of the Gelkis, Arisandra. Yes, this is the shard of which the earth whispered. I can feel strong magic in it. I will use this magic against the enemies of the Gelkis. You have done one more task for us, Arisandra. Maybe soon we will call you friend. The earth speaks to me, and it says that the Magrom grow weak. Now it is time to kill their Khan. Bring me the head of the Magrom Khan Gen. I also did this. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna get at next. Might be one of the others. Probably should have thought about this or looked into this again. Actually, I think everything in this one is pretty much what I would do. Maybe Curse of Weakness. Maybe I'll just start putting into the next one. Yeah, because this one affects Drain Soul and Shadow Bolt. Shadow Bolt I'll use now and again, but Drain Soul is definitely something I would want to use. Not sure how helpful it'll be, but I'm not too concerned. I'll change it later on if I need to. Huh. No quest to pick up? That's not good. Guess I'll go. Oh, hang on, what am I thinking? You are... Oh, okay, yeah, you're the one I got it from mainly. I'm not reading these ones because I've already done it multiple times, I think. Yeah. Especially because I'm risking having a coughing fit the more I talk, so... Unless it's a quest I haven't read yet. Ugh. Unless it's a quest I haven't read yet, there's no point in reading it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go back to doing Manrock Demonic Sigil. And then I'm gonna go look for Gen Gelkis Village. Wait, what? I know, Magrom. I don't know. I'm also dumber right now, apparently. sure to get more soul shards now. I'm actually tempted to put this on my speakers because I'm already not keeping my headset on, but I kind of want to hear it still. I think just to keep my, if I need to talk, I'll mute my speakers, and no, I'm not sure if it'll actually be fine recording streaming wise. I'm not sure. Maybe it's better for me not to worry about the sound at all right now. to turn in a couple quests. Show me you are a friend of the Gelkis, Arisandra. Jen was strong, but stupid. He thought his own strength was great. He did not see that earth magic is stronger. The Magrom Centaur will now fall without their leader, and the Gelkis will one day rule. Arisandra, you helped us against the Magrom. Now help us beat the Maradin. Kill the head of their clan, Conhratha. To face him, blow the Maradin warhorn. It is atop a high bluff in the Valley of Spears. But to blow the horn, you must gain a warhorn mouthpiece. These are rare, carried only by trusted Maradin Centaur. After the horn is blown, Centaur will come. Kill them until Hratha appears. Conhratha holds a piece of a key. Bring it to me. What is your name, human? Arisandra? Very well, you have earned our trust enough. Listen to what I have to say next. Our mother, Theradris, provides and protects even in this harsh land, Arisandra. Perhaps you do not fully understand it, but know one thing, she cannot abide those who desecrate the dead. The Gelkis would never stoop to such dark magic as to manipulate the dead for strength and personal benefit. The thought alone is enough to make my hooves itch. I do not know which of the tribes have been practicing necromancy, but recently there have been sightings of Centaur doing just that to the east. Do not bother trying to converse. Simply remove their wretched lives from their bodies, and make it slow if you can. A merciful death is too good for those who deny souls their proper rest. He says, ironically, to a warlock. Yeah, that's an elite. I'm gonna go do the contempt for necromancy then. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do to keep going forward. One thing I might do though, since I'm trying not to, well, I don't want to say I'm minimizing how much I'm playing, but one thing I might try doing is looking up to see if there are quests for the dungeon I want to do. They're probably more on Baylor, so unfortunately I might not be able to do most of, if not all of them, kind of thing. But maybe there's some I can get from outside the island, or some I can even pick up in the island with how few people, I don't remember what I was gonna say. But I'm gonna have to run to the dungeon entrance anyways. As a warlock, I'm usually one of the people that would need to be there first, so I can summon the rest. So. But I'm not doing that this episode, but I'm gonna look into the quests either this episode or before I try to do that run of that dungeon. Ideally, I'll do it the next couple days. Sorry for not muting my microphone. No, I feel like I'm more likely to knock it over when I go to turn it off, but that's why I'm keeping it off in between times I need to talk, so I'm not, like, if I'm coughing, it's not going to be over this microphone and into the stream. But the path here almost. Oh, actually, before I was running over there's one thing I wanted to check. There might be some quests I could pick up over here in the west. I know there's a horde village, but I think there were some people, some NPCs outside the village I could talk to. But yeah, so before I do that, before I record the dungeon run, whenever that happens, it could be a week or two from now even, depending, because with how I've been feeling, it might either just be a, actually, since I don't talk as much during dungeon runs, so I can focus on the group, it might be a good one to do when I'm not feeling as well. I wouldn't say it's gonna be no commentary, but I'm probably gonna play using my speaker, so it's not right in my headset. But if that's the case, though, I could do it the next couple days probably. Wait, real see. I'm gonna mute myself while I look for these NPCs.
Hi.
Greetings. You're a long way from home. Are you looking for me? I'm Salandra. I'm desperately trying to right the wrongs of the past here in Mashanshi. You do know that this place's name, yes? Not Desolace, no. That's a horrible name for it. Just because the life has been sucked out and... Never mind. Look, there are signs of life, I'm sure of it. I just need someone to help prove it. Convince the world that this land is still worth saving for the flora and fauna that can still survive. I would like to see how far the life leeching has gone. The Addons may have stripped life from the land, but what about the seas? The Kaldori ruins of Ethel Rethor are mostly underwater now, but there used to be beautiful blooms of Alorel, the lover's leaf, which grew there. They could survive underwater, though, human. This is known. Please search the sunken depths and bring me back some of those flowers as proof, if they still exist.
I'm game.
She might have the only quest in the area, but I'm gonna keep looking for a little bit longer. Also want to see how close I can get so I can get this region mapped. Maybe it'd be best from up there. I don't know. Do not feel any remorse. This goes far beyond a petty tribal war. I imagine any sane centaur would have wanted them dead. I do not believe in coincidences. I do not. I firmly believe in our desecration of the Northern Vales. The centaur provoked a being of vengeance to menace us. Do you know of what I speak? Hopefully not. If you had seen or heard him, you would likely not be alive. I hardly expect you to do this, Arisandra, but if you are equally brave and foolish, then seek Almaldrak to the north, just before the path opens to the fiery woodland vale. The winged horror stalks the road and makes nest in the western mountains. He will truly be an honored name amongst the Gelkis if he could bring me his heart. Actually, that kind of works, because I'm going to have to go north to do the other quest anyways. And there's my coffee. I just want to check this. Yeah, honor doesn't really give me much. Maggie, can you stop? She keeps clawing at something she's not supposed to. Sorry about that. I don't like yelling at her. I always feel bad pretty much immediately afterwards. So it's been more. Hello. If you stick around, you're probably not gonna hear me talking too much. I'm not at my best. I just haven't played anything in a couple weeks, and I really was in the mood to play. What was I saying? Oh, wasn't really something else, I don't think. Not when every time I talk I have a coughing fit pretty much, but I am trying to talk as much as I can, but once I've talked for more than a couple minutes I definitely can't really talk much more than that. If I have something, especially if I don't always have something to say, but talking is definitely something that's usually needed in these streams, unless you can try going for a I could try going for no commentary, but not really me too much. Been sick for the last couple of weeks, and all I really have left is this cough. But trying to play is giving me more of a headache, so I'm not really doing that well today. But, you know. strange that would be. For you guys. Recommendations, more or less, I guess. Yeah, it's weird that I would be on that. Been on YouTube for a little while now, but I have long absences usually. Just pretty much record or stream whenever I feel like playing, more or less. Usually a lot of World of Warcraft in the last like year or two, I would say. Sort of WoW. There are other games I'm playing in the future more, but a lot of times other games are also a time sink, so I just don't, and I don't have the time to put that kind of time into those games. And I just like to relax a little bit before work or after, or when I get home for a few hours. So usually this kind of game is my go-to. Alright, so it's an elite, which I already knew it was gonna be, but great, already coughing. Great. Alright. I do want to get started with this fight as soon as possible, though. Alright. Oh, fuck, okay. Apparently you know fire magic. Well, that's that. Really isn't too much to have to do this one. So I'm not doing another. Because I think once I turn in Drowned Love and Unforgotten and Unforgiven, unless there's a follow-up quest to either of those, I'm not gonna be doing it I'm not gonna be doing much more of this stream. It's probably gonna be, like I said, one of the follow-ups. I'm gonna turn in the Manarch Demonic Sigil. Otherwise, I'm gonna look into what quests I could pick up for the dungeon. Like I said, honestly, one thing I could do this stream. There's gonna be a long wait time. While, there's gonna be a bit of downtime, I should say, while I figure things out. But if there is something I could do, like, oh, you have to do this quest, but then you have another quest that's for the dungeon, I might do that this stream, kind of thing. This stream's gonna be a bit more of a mix, but I'm not sure. Sorry. Already feel coughing for coming. I do miss playing Arisandra. Saverick doesn't feel the same yet because he's still a lower level than Arisandra, but still. Definitely prefer my Warlock over my Warrior, though. do not blame you for not wanting to seek him out. You are a special sort, Arisandra. This heart will make a fantastic feast, and all will know you were the one to provide the Gelkis their strength this night. I have kept one bit of information from all the tribes, save the Khan himself, Arisandra. Even Uthek, for all her wisdom. I do not trust to not act rashly upon this. While we do not fish much, the seas provide life and nourishment to surrounding creatures, which we may in turn eat. We rely on her as much as the land, this suffering land, despite what others may think. Which is what it pains me to say. Something has angered the elements of the deeps too. I can feel it, Arisandra. I sense far to the north, where the mountains overlook the sea, there is something roiling, raging, ready to enact vengeance for the suffering land. Or perhaps some transgressions I am not aware of. This is something we cannot ignore, and it will panic the Gelkis if it becomes common knowledge. Our village is not miles from the sea, after all. We are not great swimmers. Find a way to quell this being, and I promise you will become an honored visitor in this village, perhaps more. Running back north. Oh yeah, nobody in this village.
Is there trouble?
Hey, how goes it? She swishes her fawn tail, and small flowers shot from her hair in her visible excitement. Oh, fantastic. Simply fantastic.
For the tree.
I really wish I could. Not that I put much energy into talking before, but I really cannot put any energy into this right now without coughing after a second. I have one more test to prove my theory, and redirect some attention here from the Cenarian Circle. If the loss of life did not reach far out to sea, perhaps it did not reach far into the mountains either. There is a beautiful bloom native to here, Mashanshi silver sage. It grows high up, but where there is a sea breeze too. I would start on the northwestern shore, human. Search whichever hills and mountains you can climb, and try to find some of those blooms. It matters so much to me. I would be eternally grateful. 6 stamina. Actually, that is not bad. I mean, I say that. Like, it's 7 spirit. I'd rather lose that spirit and have that tacked onto stamina and intellect. So I lose 2 intellect, but I gain 6 stamina. I think overall losing some spirit and some intellect could be worth it. I don't know. I don't have to choose. I don't have to decide right now anyways. But I also say that a lot. You know, I think if I play anymore after this morning, and if I'm still sick next couple days, I'm definitely gonna play with my using my speakers, so I'm not having my headset on, like that way I can still hear the game. Because it doesn't really bother me when I have my speakers on. Just when I try putting my headset on, like just the sound going directly into my ears, I guess, is something that's bothering me right now. It's a bit closer than I was expecting. That wasn't too bad. Gonna actually eat up with this one. You know, maybe I should have actually been eating up so I can get a little bit of an extra buff. Too late now. Not a big deal. Steel bloom. So we're gonna look for the flower. I was actually expecting the elemental to be lower, but this area kind of worked too. It could be that the flower is actually more in the mountains, but this probably looks like it's going that way anyways.
can I assist you?
I didn't realize that's all they were. Dare I ask if you have news? That is a core. Is it over? Yes, I can feel peace dawning once more. I may be respected for my age, Arisandra, but I cannot offer the proper thanks you deserve. Khan Shaka, our leader, wishes to meet with you directly now. He never meets with outsiders, so this must be important. He is communing with the earthen spirits within the cave at the center of our village. Do not delay. And Arisandra, I am glad you came and listened to this old centaur. if I wasn't able to pick up a quest from him before. I mean, if he wasn't technically supposed to talk to outsiders, then I highly doubt that he would have given me a quest until now. I'm sorry for coughing into the microphone again. I don't even think about it sometimes. Bolgan's Hole. I feel like that name. Never mind. He's inside right before I keep walking in. Deep, yeah. Speak to Conshock deep within the cave. I don't think he's over here. This is a different area. Honestly, I almost feel bad for those that have to work with the Magrons. Well, have to. That prefer working with... They're going to work with the Magrons. Sorry. They have to work with Magrons because fighting in caves is never fun. I guess if you choose Magrons, you have to fight in a cave. Whereas I don't have to. Well, I don't have to fight in this cave anyways. I just realized he's definitely not in here. Unless he's dead right now. He could be respawning though, considering that there's people that are, there's mobs that are, well, respawning. Oh, right there. Yes, you guys said I have been summoned by you. You have helped Gelkis more than any outsider before. We wish to offer you blessing, make you honorary Gelkis. Inhale deeply. You're Gelkis. Arisandra the Earth Strider. Yes, you feel strong. Can feel the Earth spirits whisper your name. Yes? No? In time. Probably that one. Minor increase to running and swimming speed. Oh wait, I don't have a trinket yet. Oh wow. Huh. EGs have their own usefulness, but critical strike with spells, intellect, and healing yourself, so I can actually do that. But it's definitely going to be this one. Intellect is more important than either of those. Because critical strike's not that needed. It's casting speed I would probably choose if I needed to, I think. No. Triskelion of Roving Elements. You are now blessed. You are the Earth Strider of our kin, the first to walk amongst us as an outsider. We honor you in your aid to the Gelkis cause. Okay, no, he doesn't say anything else. He would have said it by now. That's fine. Alright, that does mean I think most of the quests for them is done except for Conratha and then the repeatables. Which I will do in some streams anyways, or maybe a mix of it with doing other things so it's less boring kind of thing, but this one is specifically meant to be Desolace for this stream. And like I said, looking into other quests that I need to do. Because otherwise, originally the idea was to make my way to Gilneas right after I did this one. But considering that dungeon is open for me, and that's open until I do 40, until I level up, at least with the group finder, I could probably look for a group still, just an option. Once I turn on this quest, I'm going to follow up. I think I'm done with Desolace for today. I'm going to take a short break, probably. Like, I say a short break. It's not really going to be a break. I'm going to Just really down here. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna look up the. I'm gonna see if I can figure out the quests kind of thing. Maybe I wouldn't be able to find out with Arisandra. It's the. Well, I can find out with Arisandra. I can't. I don't think I can find out online just yet. There was a guide to dungeon quests for looking online or whatever. Not sure if it'll be updated for this one yet. Ugh. I hate being sick. Like I said earlier, I rarely get sick, so when I do, I'm a big baby with it. But again, being sick for 2 weeks is also very, very out of the ordinary for me. That one say, yeah, that one I could learn. Same with that one. And that one. I'm buying them. Pretty much useless to me. Especially the Dragon Bell Red Chili, but that one's kind of cool. I think that's why I didn't learn it previously. But I don't mind using the extra money for it. Okay, so I'm gonna go to this quest. And plus, I have to head to Dustwall anyways. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna let you just go after a bit. Oh yeah, that's the island in Stranglethorn. Oh, yeah, never remember. I could hurt to Booty Bay and then use the boat again. Otherwise, I'm gonna run up to Nigel's Point and go right to Dustwall. I think that would still be the quicker of the two. Who knows how long I'd have to end up waiting for the boat.
The great outdoors.
Ratchet and fly down. Yes.
Hi.
Yes. Do you have it? Fantastic. Oh, I could kiss you. You probably wouldn't like that though, right? Right. Oh, thank you so much. I'll report this immediately to the circle.
For the treat. I'm
So, what is the last one? I'm not gonna equip that one yet. Let's see, but I'm gonna make my way to Nigel's Point and then fly to Dustwall. Definitely not gonna have my microphone on. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out about that quest. like the majority of the quests for Baylor are actually on Baylor, so once I can make my way over there, I'll be able to pick up most of them. Not every quest will be retrievable, of course. There are Horde exclusives, so that's not going to be seen on this character, probably on Sabbath when I get around to it. But there's another quest that is retrievable, but I'm not sure if I'm going to go that out of my way for it. I have to go to the Grim Reaches to pick up a quest from one of the dwarf characters there. So we'll see about that one, but I doubt it. If I pick up these quests, it's going to be off camera anyways, so honestly, we could probably just assume that I'm just going to put it into the video once I turn this quest in. So I might still go to Gilneas even after the dungeon. I'll see what level I'm at before I come to that kind of decision. Most likely I'm going to head back to Stranglethorn, or be more likely doing Ashara and Blasted Lands, which is, especially Blasted Lands, those are zones I want to be doing with this character. I'm going to look more into it. It's easier to look on my actual computer than it is on my just using my phone. Some of those quests might have requirements before I do it. I know one of them did, I think. That's why I'm not sure how quickly I'll be able to do how easy I'll be able to do it. But most of the rewards aren't that useful to me anyways. The most useful one was a sword, I think. So funny enough. Actually, was it a sword? If it is a sword, I can't use it. I almost completely slipped my mind because I was playing my warrior last. Because I think when it comes to one-handed weapons, all I can really use is daggers. And I think maces, but no daggers. We'll see. But chances are, I don't think any of the rewards are actually going to be that useful, funny enough. Actually, I said one. There was two useful ones. One was the sword, which, again, not actually useful, because I just remembered that if it is a sword, I can't actually use it. But the other one is a trinket. That would be nice, but it's useful to pretty much every class, because it's a wide range of stat buffs. Let's see. I do want to see the dungeon. Very much so. At least I'm gonna get to see the dungeon. So it's gonna be some time before I actually go to the island and level up there, though. Arisandra's out leveled the island by quite a bit. How much is it again? Oh, it's not gonna see me from that one. 29 or 34. Yeah. But the dungeon is doable for Arisandra. So the next video will be me doing Stormrot Descent or Depths or Stormrot. This says Stormrot Descent, but the one over here just says Stormrot Ruins. And when I looked it up, it said Stormrot Castles / Stormrot Descent. So I'm not sure if that was meaning there's two of them or if they just mean the same thing. My guess is it all means the same thing. It's just different names. Plus, the one saying it through here is an add-on, so they're more likely to get it wrong anyways. I almost thought I actually had to run to a different part of I actually just gotta talk to somebody in here. Magus Alistair. I want to. I also do some quests here and there. Duskwood. Some future characters, including like warriors and all that. So I'm not worried about it right now.
Good day to you. You need something?
Have you found a sigil? The power coming from the sigil is quite strong. It will prove useful for study. Thanks again for everything you have done, Warlock. I will make sure it is put to good use in defense of the realm.
See you later.
Alright, so that is it then. Sorry it's not longer. The original plan was to play for at least another hour kind of thing, but I already did most of what I was planning on doing. The only thing that really didn't happen is doing that quest, and that's because I want to wait to do that quest anyways. I am going to head back to Desolace to do those, because I do want to get the reputation up. But yeah, I want to get I'm going to be doing the dungeon next video. Like I said, it's going to be recording, not a stream. Don't know when it's going to be up. Like I said, depends on how quickly I'm able to record it and get into the dungeon in the first place. There might be other characters in the meantime that might be streamed, but I'm not sure yet. Any future streams until I get over this cold is going to be with my speakers, and it's going to be minimum talking still, but who knows, I could be over this in a couple days, but I keep thinking I'm going to be over it because of how well I feel some nights, and then wake up the next day and I feel worse than I did the morning before kind of thing. That's why I think there's something that's setting it off, not just a cold. I don't know. Hopefully I figured that out. I'm sorry if this wasn't as enjoyable, but I do hope you guys liked it. I hope you guys will be patient with me while I'm feeling a little under the weather, I guess. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.